You try to get ready in the sense of you try to guess where your opponent might go. So you will look at his recent games, try to put yourself in his head. And this is slightly contradictory, at the same time you want to relax. And I mean, while the tension is building up, you're also trying to not let it build up too much. So at some point you will decide, okay, at 11 o'clock I'm going to switch off the computer, and after that I'm going to, I've done my work. Now I'm ready to face whatever comes, and you have to close it at some point. So that's roughly how it goes.
Also, I want to ask you this. You had mentioned in one interview that you liked watching Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator 2 Judgment Day before a game because that whole concept of a man from the future coming to the present to fix the present was fascinated you a lot.
I mean, there are a lot of good movies that I enjoy, but that particular one, I remember at some point, whenever I watched it, the next day I would win. And whenever I watched it before a crucial game, the next day I would win a crucial game. Of course, it had to be somewhat serendipitous. I mean, it had to come on TV or some channel. Obviously, if you have the video on your computer, then it doesn't count. But I noticed that whenever it happened to me, I'll tell you, once in Manila, once in Brussels, and once in the Canary Islands. So in 3 places, right before a crucial game, that movie came, and the next day I won. I don't know, I guess something about that movie helped my mind wander off. And the future is a nice place to wander to.
Future is a fantastic place to wander to, absolutely. Now comes the next question. Okay, you've prepared, you've had your good night's sleep, you've watched serendipitously Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and you go to the table, and your opponent starts making moves that you'd not predicted. Then what happens to Vishy Anand?
Actually, going to the game is the most relaxing part of everything, because till then you're so stressed about what might happen. Am I ready here? Am I ready there? You don't know, and the tension is building up. But even when I'm I feel not at all ready for a game. When I am on the way to the table, I'm relaxing. Because somehow there's a thing of, okay, I'm at the point of no return. Now we just have to start playing, and that's a relief in a way. So that's what happens. If your opponent does something unexpected, well, the adrenaline kicks in, you sit, you concentrate. It's important to calm down and make the best showing you can.
Last year, the Russian government honored you with the Order of Friendship Award, along with Boris Gelfand. Now, I'm just going to take you back. You know it, obviously. You've beaten nothing but Russian opponents to get to become a world champion. And here you have, last year, the Russian government calling you in and giving you the Order of Friendship Award. And also the Russian, the chess Oscar, which is awarded by Russian critics and writers, you've won it 6 times. It's a little bit of an interesting relationship we have with Russia, don't you?
The Oscar was organized by a Russian magazine, but it's actually journalists all over the world voting. Okay. So that's, of course, the Russians were the driving force, if you like, but they are in almost everything relating to chess. And they appreciate chess a lot. In fact, the funny thing is, in most tournaments that I go to, I'm the only non-Russian speaker. So.
One question that a lot of people would like to ask you, and I know it's not the most optimal question to you, but I have to ask you. Your thoughts on somebody like Carlsen. Now, because you're somebody who's been challenging him, you've challenged him twice, you've expanded your, your range of events that you're taking part in, in terms of points that you earn in a year. It's a lot of effort. And what are your thoughts on somebody like Carlsen? Much younger than you. I mean, you were doing that to your seniors when you were his age, and then now the whole thing comes back to you. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's part of life. It's part of life cycle. You get, there's constantly new guys who turn up, and what's also the case is they have a new way of doing things, new approaches, and you try to keep up as much as you can. He's definitely a formidable opponent, but I think the second match went much better than the first, and there are lots of things to be happy about with my chess. So, in a way, he kind of met me the first time when I was at a sort of low point. So since then, my recovery is not only against him, but relative to others. And I'm half satisfied. And clearly, there's nothing to be too smug about. But last year has been good in terms of winning tournaments and so on.
Can we see another matchup? Are we going to see another matchup?
I hope so. But right now, this year, there will be just a lot of tournaments. And, I'm looking forward to playing a lot. The next candidates will be sometime early next year.
Basically telling me that it's possible that early next year there could be another matchup with Carlsen. There is a possibility.
Definitely. I mean, I will play the candidates. And if I win again, well, then there we are again. But let's see.
I'm wishing you personally from my end all the best.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/etnow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at etnowlive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/etnow.